This incident occurred when I was a naive fourth grader. I lived in a relatively sparsely populated colony in Nanded, India, and had recently become the proud owner of a neon pink BMX. Despite being a scaredy cat as a kid, I enjoyed the thrill of exploring places in my surroundings immensely. Being overshadowed by a daredevil older brother made venturing into abandoned buildings and lonely woods that much more appealing. I used to be the sidekick of a sixth grader named Sridhar, who typically led these exploratory expeditions. In those days, the urban legend most notorious in our friends' circle used to be of the abandoned swimming pool complex of the Science College, just across the quiet, lonely woods. It was said that some female student of the college was molested and raped there, and ended up committing suicide by drowning herself in the pool. This suicide occurred on a fateful Thursday, 5 years back, or was it 10? It was also said that as dusk approaches on Thursdays, the malevolent spirit of the poor suicide victim would manifest itself to anyone who dared to disturb it, and the consequences would be terrible. It was just the right mix of taboo information, intrigue, and horror to keep us talking about it. The building was at the end of a dirt path and had an eerie atmosphere that would make my breath catch every time my friends and I cycled past it. We'd always find ourselves pedaling faster when we were close to the haunted swimming pool, especially on Thursdays. It was just a couple of small buildings in ruins, really. On non-Thursdays, we had dared to venture in and look at the pool for a few seconds before getting the hell out, scared out of our little minds. The pool always looked the same, murky green water of unfathomable depth covered with a thick layer of algae, with a few brown tree branches breaking the surface here and there. To someone who was also scared of water back then, it was a waking nightmare to stare at the pool. Shudder. I have no idea how or why, but one day Sridhar convinced me to go with him to the pool at dusk, and it just so happened to be a Thursday. The goal was to toss a few pebbles into the pool itself and observe what happens. Maybe I agreed to go because of the street cred it would earn me. Maybe I just wasn't thinking straight. Nevertheless, I found myself pedaling through the woods towards the ruins. It was almost sunset. I was already on edge. The chirping of nocturnal insects wasn't making things easier. My feet felt heavy. It felt like something lay in wait at every step. I was certain this was not going to end well.